Langrisser match. My first one for special season. So bear with me for a moment. Just gonna make sure everything's working. Just gonna send the link to my mom. Guess I better change the name of the stream, too. That's a thing that has to be done, isn't it? Okay, that should be that taken care of. Don't want people thinking they're coming in to watch me beat up a horse. Or get beat up by a horse, as the case may be. Hey, thanks for the follow, Professor 856. Alright, just gonna make sure this is working on YouTube, and then I will get it posted to the Summit der Langrisser Discord, just to make sure they know that I haven't gone rogue. Okay. Thank you for your patience, folks. Hey, Bane Hollow, just getting ready for some PvP. Not my greatest strength. Rob can't remember how to log in. That's okay. Ooh. Alright, I think I'm ready. As ready as I'm ever gonna be. So, I'll just let Mikey know. Actually, Mikey, maybe you're watching. Alright, so I just let Mikey know on Discord that I'm ready to start the fight. Thanks, the MB. Probably going to need some luck. If you're watching on YouTube, don't be confused by the title of this stream. For some reason, it hasn't updated yet. Or it hasn't for me, anyway. So yeah, for those who are just tuning in now, this is going to be my first match in the group stage of the Summit der Langrisser special season. So in the groups, there are a whole bunch of groups of 4 people each. And it's basically the first stage is a round robin, so each person in a group plays each other person. And you play 2 matches, and it's not like a best of 3 or anything like that. You just get, if you win both, you get more points, obviously. If you go 1-1, then you each get a point. Thanks, Anteros. And yeah, this is my first one, so MikeyLikesIt, I believe, is going to be inviting me for a duel here. And, yeah. Hey, thanks for the follow. I mess you up. Winter Hideaway. Mikey wants Winter Hideaway as player 2. Thank you for the follow, Go Pikachu. And Mikey is player 2, so we get to go ahead and start. Alright, I'm a little bit nervous just because I haven't played tons of PvP yet this season. Even in Apex, I've only done a few matches, so still quite rusty. I think I'm quite rusty. And I did change my box a little bit today. The obvious change that I probably don't need to draw attention to is Monsieur Bernhardt. So what do we got here? 1... usual 3 tanks. Florentia Liana, Rosenseal. Okay, fairly standard meta-looking box. And he banned my Rosenseal. So I think what I don't like is a number of these debuffers. I don't know, there's a lot of things I should ban. I always say this every time I do PvP. But I feel like there's like 10 things I need to ban on the first pick. But I'm going to go ahead and start whittling down the debuffers by banning Reen first. And let's see. Do I really want to pick a healer first against this? Well, it's not a bad idea. I only have 2 real healers left. Or do I want to just go ham with some DPS, just to start? This is the summit after all. It's the time for fun. Yeah, I'm gonna start with the DPS. See if he takes all my healers out. It's a bit of a calculated risk. So shout out to Mikey's guildmates too, who are probably in the chat. I know he said some of you were asking for the link, so welcome. Don't feel bad about cheering for the other guy. This is a friendly match. Oh, thanks for the follow, GTM Joshy. I didn't miss you there. I saw it flash out of the corner of my eye. Here, I'll even try to center you a little bit. There, look how nice that looks. Alright. Mikey knows what's up. He's actually banning my DPS. So he's going with Elwyn first. I think I still really dislike his his debuff action. But that said, I think I do want to carve him down a healer a little bit too, so I think I'll take Kruger and Rosen. And he took one of my tanks, so if I don't pick a tank here, he will definitely be able to ban both of them out, so I guess I'll go ahead and throw Landius in. He's still in the box for a reason, might as well use him. Xavier, you can definitely add me to your friends list. My friends list, my cross-server and Rhaegar friends lists might both be full right now. I'll have to check after this match. Losing my ninjas. That hurts. I love those ninjas. So he's got a couple good glory DPS going now. As much as I don't necessarily like to leave him with these options, I think I will get rid of these 2 Act Again healers, just because Act Again healers are very scary for player 2. And I'm going to go with Sage. Okay, so he did decide to finish my healers off, finally. So I could take out the last of his semi-healers here by getting rid of Deed, but I think I'm actually going to get rid of Yulia, who's very annoying, and one of his tanks. And I'll go ahead and pick Deedlit, closest thing to a healer I have left. He takes my Bozal and my dog. Well, he's tankless right now. I don't know how worth it is to keep it that way. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. And it's as good an opportunity as any to try out New Burn. I have not taken him for a spin yet since his 3C came out today. So we'll see what he can do for me. It's kind of an awkward box for him, to be honest, but Sage kind of limits my Ares potential a little bit. Okay. Oh, you know what I got? One of these. I know there are some Mikey stands in the crowd, so. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this looks good. Secret stuff. Not gonna need this. Actually. That will not do anything. That's fine. Oh yeah. Just for those like I Mess You Up who are kind of unfamiliar with the game, I'm just setting up my skills and my soldiers right now. And the screen is just covered briefly to make sure that no one can report my sneaky tactics back to the enemy. I think I'm all set up. About time, right? All right. Time to finally take a peek. Okay, we got Bozel with sleep. Nothing too surprising. This is almost a mirror match, isn't it? Almost. Alright, gonna have to watch out for that Bozel. Especially since he can be teleported in. So I think I will just... I'll commence setting up. Other than the pick ban and the mid game and the end game, the beginning of a match is the weakest part of my game. I always feel like my two options are charge in or don't do anything. But this is the kind of thing that practice is for. Hey, thanks for the follow, iSirlon1223. Appreciate it. So yeah, there are a few things I'm going to need to look out for here. I don't have really strong anti-Bozel tech in this team. No, I don't really at all. Tessica is always dangerous, long range, lots of high magic damage. Elwyn, potentially dangerous as well. I usually play with the game muted, so it's interesting to hear Sage's voice lines. Great voice acting, Sage. Christopher, the solution to make a rush box so there's only one option and I don't have to think. You know what? I know a couple of really good rush players, and I honestly feel like there's more thinking involved. Rush boxes are scary. Yeah, Pete, I feel like Templars are often a mistake. Okay. I don't really know what Bernhardt can do. Don't know what he can do. I mean, I guess one thing he has to do is get his faction buff set up. I mean, right, at least some of my decisions are made for me on the first round. Landius wants to guard. Bernhardt wants to buff himself. Okay, so Elwyn has gone off. He can move here on his next turn, unless, of course, he gets teleported, in which case he can move even further. This still worries me. Hoplites, yeah, that's one troop I don't have built up. Or, I mean, arguably I could have gone Trents. I don't have Trents built up either. Get some gospel on the tank. Just in case. Never sure what this wily mecha Bozel's gonna get up to. Yes, Trisket, I saw that at the start of the stream, and then by the time I got the match started, it was... I didn't want to get distracted trying to dick around with it and change the title. I wonder if I can do that. Yeah, I don't really want to get into messing with the title right now, to be honest. I'm streaming through Restream because I'm doing Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so there's something with Restream, I think. Maybe it's because I had already started the stream before I changed the titles. Okay, Bozel opting not to wildly charge in at me yet. Now, see, this is a situation where doing some scrims or something beforehand would have been super helpful. Because I don't know if my Bernhardt can kill this Bozel. I have a feeling he can't. I have a feeling he can't just because we've got a lot of damage reduction and defense. We've got these Crystal Warlocks. Plus it would be a trade at best. Actually, she wouldn't be able to reach. He wouldn't be able to reach. He would, though. Elwyn would be able to kill me. But you know what? I'm doing it. You know why I'm doing it? You know why? Because the Summit der Langrisser is a place for practicing. It's a journey of discovery. So let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Honestly, I have a feeling this is what Mikey wants. Why else would he put Bozel down here? Right? Why else would he put him down here? He wants Bernhardt to come out to play. But so do I. So let's just see what happens. Oh, so close! So close. So close. Look at that. 800 hit points. Even Rupture almost got him. Almost got him. Well, we'll see if he wants to make the Elwyn play and blow his Elwyn. Yeah, the double dispel would have done it, right? I got damage reduction, but I didn't get the plus defense. Oh, that's fair. That would have been a fair trade, too, in my opinion. If I had finished his Boziloff, I would have been totally okay with that. I do stream to YouTube as well. I just don't stream frequently, period, Various. So that's probably why you haven't seen me show up too often. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to overextend myself just desperately trying to clean up that mess down there. Or am I? Maybe I am. Maybe I am. I don't consider this on tilt. Even though it is. Yeah, I have Mjolnir on my Bernhardt. One of them's RNG, though, right? That's a good play. How far can I reach, actually? Yeah, I can get him. Those are all bad guy tiles, so they don't help me. I guess the tree will be too far away. I'm going to go for Bozil just because I'm not 100% sure of the T-Jess kill with her Sorks at 100%. There's enough damage reduction there that I am kind of scared. And I'm using a Scepter here, so I don't have max damage. I'll have to deal with her another time. Okay. Don't really have much left up my sleeve, to be honest. So we will bide our time. And then see if we can chip away at them. He doesn't have a tank. He does have some incidental healing here. Deedlet's actually a good healer. So we'll see. If he can take me out quick, then that will be better for him, obviously. Sure wish that shield bash killed Bozel. Let's just heal up and see what his next DPS play is. Mikey trying to decide in what order he's going to take my team apart. So this is game 1 of my very first Summit der Langrisser season special match. Pretty nice damage from Jess there. Fine for now. So we have a scary Elwyn up here, ready to go. And we have Deedlet with everything loaded up. Doesn't look like Deedlet has the range to get her act again this turn. Hey, thanks for the follow, Straw. Really can't go too far with Landius. I think we're just gonna have to hang. I'd like to keep Sage in my back pocket here. But everyone is scary. Well, then he won't be guarded. Why don't I do that from here? Alright, so those tiles have worn off, so Elwyn has pretty much free reign. Rip. Not sure if that's going to be enough healing on Landius. Yeah, Deedlit would have been a good target there. Wasn't 100% sure if my Deedlit could kill her. Probably, though. Alright, here comes the onslaught. I always underestimate, not necessarily enemy Deedlits, but my own Deedlit. She always seems like kind of a supplementary, like, supportive character. In reality, she is pretty beefy. Alright, let's see what Elwyn's gonna do. He can take his pick, really. Yep, that's it. Well, this one's in the books. I'm gonna play around just because I want to see what damage looks like. Yeah, you have a good Deedlit, though, Triss. Yeah, that's the Sage for you. Alright, that's game one in the books. So, Mikey takes it. That's game one. So, we have one more game left. Just setting up game two here now. Now for this tournament, we do actually have the opportunity to change our box and our characters in between matches. I'm not going to do that just because I don't really have that much alternative stuff built, and I wouldn't necessarily want to, regardless. So I opted for Broken Cliffs as player one, so the way this game is set up, we just have to kind of keep challenging each other until we... I mean, we can pick the map, but it's RNG whether I'm player one or player two. Sometimes it takes a few tries. I'm getting my World Arena luck. Man, MikeyLikesIt is up 3-0. Here we go. Alright, let's see how pick and ban goes this time. I forget everything that happened in the first match already. Pretty sure that happened in the first match. I think I'm gonna stick with my no likey debuffs. No likey Mikey's debuffs strategy so far. Who did I pick first last time? Let's go with Elwyn. I know I didn't pick Elwyn first last time because I didn't have him. Alright, he really doesn't like Himiko, does he? Let's go ahead and get rid of annoying glory units. And I'll go ahead and throw down a Hilda. Alright, YouTube, I think I fixed the title and the description for you. So you don't have to worry about more Ancient Beckoning. Yet, anyway. Okay, rangy threat's gone. Let's see. I think I'll take these two spikies. Take away the spikies. And I will secure myself a real healer. Taking a different approach in this pick ban, just because really it was my play that let me down last game, but I like to try different things in each game. So I let my healers and tanks kind of be picked for me a little bit more reactively in the last match, so I'm going ahead and front-loading my choice of tanks and healers in this match and then picking DPS around them. Okay, let's see. have two characters I kind of want to play. I think I'm going to go with Burn here. I definitely don't want him to have two act agains. Although, what's threatening here? Kruger's threatening. Act agains will just keep Elwyn, and I mean, I think these are the threats, to be honest. Now, he has good anti-Bozal protection with Liana and Jugler, but obviously I don't think I want to go for basically a third tank, so I kind of have to pick Bozal and just see what I can make my Bozal do. Not sure about this. Not sure about this. Not sure about this. Okay, almost done here, my friends, almost done. That's not a huge concern. Alright, let's just see how it goes. Alright, what do we got? We got the usual Sage, yep. And we got Werewolves Jugler with the usual stuff. We've got Elwyn. We've got 3C Zerida. 3C and faction buff Zerida. Yeah, that's fine. Immune to healing negation. That's a good pick versus, assuming he doesn't have Blood Pact on his tank, it will make my Elwyn's Sword Soul not able to heal block. Florentia really likes faction buffs. She doesn't 100% need them. So I have to be careful about Zerida here with her range. Just gonna head up. Just gonna head up and get set up. Trisket telling me in the chat to be confident in my D-lit because I have a few less stats than her. Thank you. Oh, I think I am just going to hang out with Burn first. Well, he's a potential Zerida target too. I'm just going to hang out with Burn. Catching a breeze on Burn. Just for context, one of the other players in my group is Q, who, I'm not sure if you're in the chat, Q, but he was in the top 4 in the Apex, the official Apex tourney last season, and in the stream to draw the groups for the King of the Summit, I think. I picked him to win the whole thing, so the person I am confident in winning lots of matches is one of my primary opponents. Looking forward to that. Okay, so yeah, Burn is in Zerida range, although she has not loaded up her 3C yet. I don't know if I want to be ridiculous with Bozel. He does have Dispelling with Liana. One thing I don't want to do is put him in range of Zerida. We'll just hang out. We'll hang out for this turn. If she can't crit, she can't kill, hopefully. That's certainly possible. I doubt she'll kill my Burn if she doesn't crit. My Bozel's another story. This is not a 6-star Bozel, so I'm not super confident in his survivability regardless. I also, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think Bozel lives. I do have Sorks on him. So that's going to slow my Elwyn down, obviously. I don't want to overextend Elwyn yet, just because he has some sneaky long-range options here still up his sleeve with an Act Again. No sense in doing anything crazy quite yet. It is early days. Burn has a lot of reach right now, but he would be a sitting duck for anything this Elwyn wants to do to him. So getting the protect set up, that prevents heal block. Just gonna reposition. This is a really good map for Sage, actually. You can block up this middle area quite effectively. Oh, by the way, thanks for following, Trisket. Just caught you on my overlay there. So Sage moving up carefully. Really not sure how to close ground here. Like, I can move in with a few characters, but it does expose them. It does expose Burn. I think I'll just move up a little bit with Hilda, just to try to establish a little bit more of a foothold in the middle. Elwyn has his revive now because he's not beside someone. Bosley is a target now for Elwyn. He would pretty much have to follow it up with Jugler Splash if he wanted to come in and do that. So I could safely follow up with my Elwyn, for example. He might be able to kill my Elwyn with his Zerida, but she doesn't have Alhazard up yet, and I would be within Hilda's crit prevention range. Okay, so he's getting Alhazard up now. So that puts Bosel within Zerida's range and Elwyn's range. I think body blocking with Burn is not a bad idea. Just because I think he's less threatened by Zerida. But, I mean, that's something we'll have to find out. The other option is to go for the Shield Bash on Jugler, but that really opens me up to Elwyn immediately killing me. So I think I'm just going to hang out here for now. We'll see what openings present themselves. He does definitely have the upper hand positionally here right now. One advantage I have, however small, is that he has Jugler tanking with no Lancer soldiers against my Elwyn. If I get the chance to do anything about that. Given that he has Sage here to try to take care of my Elwyn. Elwyn's also a pretty decent anti-Elwyn. So, dog coming down. Interesting. I mean, I do have the chance to poke at his dog right now. I won't be able to move 4 spaces, so I won't get the benefits of that. And I don't want to blow my act again quite yet, so I think, to be honest, I think I'm going to hang out with Elwyn. I think I'm going to keep him up my sleeve for when Mikey makes a move and gets in a little bit closer. This feels like my old reactive 4-tank style. So he's not going for the act again yet. I'm going to keep Hilda there. One turn left on these dazzling lights. Of course, he'll be able to put up a new one. So it looks like Zerida is able to get in at either one of these that she would like. Bozel's probably the easier kill out of those two, to be honest. but obviously he would love to get rid of my only healer. Let's go ahead. Let's just poke and see what comes after. We silence the sage, that's one thing. Now, did that... No, Jugler still can't guard. But I don't think I have anyone who can take advantage of it. Oh, thanks AI. Did she even act against someone who had already moved? This is why emergency time is not the most pleasant situation to put yourself in. That's okay. I can move Hilda up if I get the chance. Moving Hilda up is not the worst move. He had the opportunity to clear his can't guard debuff though. That's the only thing that did to me. Alright, looks like Zerda's going for the Bozal. Done. And that took up my bloody revenge, too. We'll take Jugler out of commission for a turn. I'm pretty sure that can be dispelled, though, so when Liana gets a chance, that won't really be a thing. And because of these tiles, Elwyn is still not able to get in yet. Alright, he's going to Dispel, go for Liana's Talent Dispel on that stun. That's fine. I don't even know if I can get through that tower, so this might have been a total emergency time waste. No. Let's see what these werewolves can do. Alright, Elwyn is going to be toast here. I don't have a revive because I'm too close to Bernhardt. So this one's pretty much in the books. I'm just going to play a couple rounds and see, just get some testing and get some experience in. I'm one of those people that doesn't always quit right away, because you can always do something and figure something out. Like, this is the first day that I'm using Burn, so... getting a few more hits in with Burn will give me some more info for some of my real matches. Thanks for the follow, Treacle Mouse. Awesome name too, by the way. Yeah, with a healer, I won't be able to even chip away at his jugler if I wanted to play a kind of like attrition match. He'll be able to stay way ahead of my DPS. Alright, so that's one thing I learned. Burn didn't really need to chip away at the DPS, or at the jugler there. He had enough to kill him. I'm gonna miss my healer though, that's the thing. Cool. Like a survival match without a healer against... He has a lot of threats here. Let's just see what she does. Alright, I outdamage him a little bit. Gonna have to be careful about stuff like that though, because I don't have any healing. So yeah, he can do stuff like that with outnumbering me 2-1. Throw damage at me and then heal up. I didn't put Liana in range to give up. I did put her in range to heal my front line. I mean, I guess I knew that doing that was going to put her in danger. Do we think... I don't want to put him out. Well... So he'll get his revive, that's fine. He is dangerous. Zerda's still dangerous. Sage is still dangerous because he is magical in nature. Let's get rebuffed. Honestly, Sage is probably my priority target here. Zerda can do lots of damage, and without a healer, that's going to be a problem. Didn't see what he dispelled. Did not dispel my guard. I don't know. Do I go Hilda first? I think I'm gonna stun the Sage. It'll wear off this turn when Sage's turn comes up, but it does mean I won't have to deal with a magical attack right now. Stunning Liana was definitely an option, but it would have taken me out of guard range. I suppose he just dispelled it anyway. Ooh, would have been nice to have a little bit more attack there. My Hilda's built for a lot of hit points, and her attack rolls have suffered for it. I've been trying to get attack on her. It's not like I haven't been trying. But that, for example, is why having lots of attack, even on your tanks, is very nice. Sage, more of a chippy healer here right now. Alright, he's going to go for the full heal. Oh no, he's not. Maybe next time. I'm going to go ahead and put my guard back up since that was scary. That brief turn of not being guarded. We still have lots of turns left. Zerda has Alhazard up right now, and she does have Bernhardt in her sights. So it's really a question of how much damage she can do. Hilda's spike protection is up, unless... Did Landius just blow it? Wow. That's, what, 3 kills in these 2 matches that I've missed by like 1,000 hit points or less. So yeah, Sage did burn my anti-crit. He got a crit on Hilda and burned that, so Zerda will be able to crit now. Let's see. Let's see what kind of work she can do. Oh, she's going for Hilda. That was bold. I think I go for Liana again here. Daba believes in burn. I believe in burn too. I'm starting to become more and more of a burn lever. So there, I get my final revive for my tank. I mean, he can just come back, but that was just a way to put a little bit of damage on Elwyn. It does also limit his movement, so if he wants to attack, he can only move 1 spot, so he gets less healing. If he was able to come all the way around, he could basically be full if he wanted to attack into her. He's not even going to attack. I'm just going to rebuff. I've got a damage advantage, I have a living tank. Plus having burn stronger than unbuffed burn is always welcome, especially in this match where burn has had the rest of my team in his backpack. Alright, gonna try and finish off that tank. I think I gotta attack again. I have the type advantage over him. He can come around this turn. 2 turns left. I just have to survive for 2 turns, because I do have the damage advantage, significant damage advantage. So he'll be able to kill Hilda here. Sad. And I think... Who's my biggest threat? Is it Elwyn or is it Sage? I think it's Elwyn. I wanted to stand on this defensive tile. Sage is going to rip my soldiers up, that's true. Oh, he's going for the AoE. Oh, he'll be able to block me out. I got the breeze on burn, though. Oh, and he can't take both of these spots. Yeah, he can't block me out quite yet. Well, given that Sage is holy, I don't really want to attack into him. So I think I just take out Zerida? Get some healing out of those little lunar doggies. Now he's got to finish me with... Between these 2 attacks, he has to finish me off completely. It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. Because we've got a full Sword Soul Horse. And then we've got a magical DPS. That was it. The very last move of the game is what decided it. The very last attack. So, very good game, Mikey Likes It. That was a fun one. Probably lots of mistakes in the end game there that cost me, but honestly, I really didn't deserve to win that anyway, so even without those mistakes, very good game. So thanks, Mikey Likes It. Thanks, everyone, for turning up. I think my next match is going to be against Q tomorrow, so that'll be a big one. It won't be as long as this, because I think Q will probably beat me within 2 to 3 turns in both games. But that was fun. So thanks, thanks for coming out, thanks for watching, thanks for cheering for Mikey, and I'll catch you in the next stream. Happy Langrissing, everyone.